everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Woman on a Journey. If you are new here, my name is Emily and I talk about all things motherhood, living a holistic and non-toxic lifestyle, homeschool, marriage, and faith. So if any of those things interest you, please be sure to subscribe below and click the bell on the side for notifications for whenever I post new videos. You can also follow me on social media at A Woman on a Journey blog, and you can visit my website at awomanonajourney.com. So today I have my little helper over here. This is my son Brandon. He is 4 years old. He'll be turning 5 at the end of this month. And basically I asked him to pick out 8 books that he enjoys me reading to him. And he is going to explain a little bit as what the book is about and why he even likes it. So the first book we have, and one of my personal favorites, are the Elephant and Piggy books. And this one is called Pigs Make Me Sneeze.
Yeah, Pigs Make Me Sneeze.
And why do you like this book? What is it about?
An elephant and a pig. And
yeah, we got that. What else?
And the elephant thinks pigs make me sneeze, but he just has a cold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he went to the doctor, and then he sneezed again. Like, ooh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So these books they're actually easy reads for kids. And if your child is learning how to read, this is actually a pretty good book once they have a few words in their vocabulary that they're able to read. These are easy, kind of comic book style. And that's kind of how Mo Williams has all his books. And so very simple, not a lot of words on each page, but very funny books. And so this is a really good book. The next one, can you say what this one is called?
We are in a book.
Yeah. And what's the book about?
The pig and the elephant are in a book.
So
and
what happens?
Well,
Did they know they were inside of a book?
yeah.
No. They didn't know they were inside a book.
And they think somebody else is there.
You think somebody's reading what they're saying, right?
Yeah.
So this is a cute book. The Elephant and Piggy, basically you're reading the book and they, in the midst, find out that you're reading. And so it's a really cute, funny book. And they actually, the way it plays out is they say things like, say this, and they crack up in the book, and it makes the child crack up, and he's gotten a good laugh out of it.
Banana.
So,
Banana.
yeah, so one of the words is banana. So this is a really good book as well. And then this is a book that he's had for a long time. We got it for him probably just before he hit 3 years old. Yes, it's called If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. And the actual cover, I took it off since he was young and he was already starting to mess it up. So I just took it off, but you can still see it's a hardcover, so it's really good. It lasts a while. And I'm sure many of you probably know the story of If You Give a Mouse a Cookie.
Yeah,
and he loves the show, he loves the book. And can you tell them what it's about?
Because the mouse wants a cookie.
Mm-hmm.
And he wants a glass of milk, and he wants a napkin.
Mm-hmm. So every time the mouse gets something, he wants something else, right?
Yeah, it's to stitch his tail.
Yeah, he wants clippers to snip his hair.
Yeah, because see that little tip?
Mm-hmm.
It's sticking out his head.
Yes. And so this is basically what the book looks like inside.
But why he needs a hair clip?
And eventually it starts off with the mouse wanting a cookie. It ends off with him wanting a cookie too.
And look,
and just kind of getting into all sorts of things and wanting all sorts of things.
And Mouse is cleaning up, and see, he's going so fast. Like,
Yes.
It's going so fast.
All right. What's the next book? Remember what this one's called?
The pigeon found a hot dog.
Yes. A hot dog, okay? All right. So the pigeon finds a hot dog. This is another Mo Williams book. And really nice pictures, simple. for kids if you're reading to them or if they're learning how to read. And what's the book about?
The pigeon finds a hot dog, and then the widow, you see that widow bird?
This little duckling, yeah.
And it talks to the pigeon, and he wants the hot dog, and
Does the pigeon want to give him a hot dog?
no, but it says, "This is my hot dog!"
Yes, he does.
How we go? That's a big old eye.
So Mo Williams, what's really good about his books, there's a lot of humor in it. And so if you read it to the child, kind of with the humor it has behind it, it really gets them involved and loving it. So we've spent some nights where we've read multiple of the Mo Williams books.
Yeah, and the pigeon tries to eat it, see it?
But he ends up sharing at the end, right?
Yep.
What book is this?
Dragons like tacos.
Dragons Love Tacos. And we got this book for him when he was much younger, probably about 2. And it's been one of his favorites for a long time. And what's this book about? Can you tell everybody what the book is about?
Well, why do dragons like tacos? Yeah.
Why do you think they love tacos?
Because they love to eat tacos. And they buy tacos at a cake.
But do they?
Taco store.
But do they like spicy tacos?
No, they're too
What happens
spicy.
when they have spicy tacos?
Eel smoke comes out of their ears.
What else?
And
It bothers their belly, right?
Yeah, and there's only 3 good things which make dragons' tummies feel better. Tomatoes, lettuce, and carrot.
That's not carrots, that's cheese.
And cheese.
That's shredded cheese.
Shredded cheese.
So this is a really good book as well. If your child likes dragons, there's a little humor in this book too. And so it's a little bit, I think maybe a little bit long, but I mean, he was perfectly fine with it when we were reading to him at 2 and 3 years old. So this is a really good book.
And next, the Color Monster.
The Color Monster. And so this book, hold on, let me explain to everybody. This book is a really good book, kind of teaching children how to separate their emotions, especially if they're feeling more than one emotion. And it tells them what they're feeling and what that means. And so can you explain a little bit about the book?
Well, the Color Monster colors, see? The little bundles up, put them in the jar, and look. Yellow means happy.
Yellow means happy. And the blue, what's the blue mean?
Blue means sad.
Sad, yeah.
Because it's raining. If you want to be alone or cry.
If you want to be alone or cry.
You get to angry to someone else.
What's gray? Do you remember what gray is?
Gray, it means fear. It's
fear, yeah, you're afraid.
Yeah, what's in the shadows.
Yeah.
Yeah, like ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's bad. Ghosts are scary.
Yes.
And the anger to someone else.
If you're angry to someone else.
Yeah, and you just gotta roll the way to someone else to be angry.
Okay.
And yellow means happy, see?
Yeah.
And you know what pink means?
What is the green? Do you mean?
Calm.
It does. Green means calm.
And what does... Actually, there's another color.
Yeah, there is another color.
Actually, there's another.
It's right here.
Pink.
What does pink mean?
Pink means love.
Yes.
Well, why
he was feeling love, right?
Well, why he's in love?
Well, remember after he was able to separate his emotions, his friend helped him. And so he was so happy and he loved her for helping him.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the next book?
The next book is Curious George and the Finder Fighter.
Yes. And can you explain a little bit about what this book is about?
It's about...
Wait, let's show everybody what the cover looks like. Okay. And what is this book about?
George was curious about the fire truck, so George came out to go to the firehouse.
Yes, and he was learning things about the firehouse and the firefighters, right?
Yeah, he went.
And then what happened?
He went on the fire truck.
Why did he go on the fire truck?
Because he wanted to help.
Help with what?
To put out the fire.
To put out the fire,
it was
yeah.
too dangerous, so George had to sit on a bench.
Yeah.
With some balls, some baseballs next to it. A big red ball, a bat of baseball.
Yes.
And a dog.
And what did he start doing? What did he start doing with the baseballs?
Playing with them.
Yeah. And then what else did he do? What happened over here?
He juggled.
He was juggling.
He would juggle, and he go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Like
okay. And then the firefighters were happy because he helped the kids to not be afraid of what was going on, right? Yeah. And then the man with the yellow hat was so happy to have George back, right?
Yeah, and the firefighters put their hats back in the clothes. And look, everybody else had fire hats.
Yes, everybody else does have fire hats.
So they get help.
Okay. So, and why do you like Curious George?
Because he's so curious.
Because he's so curious?
And
Is he always getting into trouble because he's curious?
Well, sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. This next book is called What Should Danny Do?
Yeah, what should Danny do?
Who's Danny?
Danny is a superhero with his pet dog.
Yeah.
And a special ninja skateboard, but he doesn't have one else.
Okay. And what is this book about?
Well, Danny.
If Danny's a superhero, what does he have to do every day?
He's got to, choose and
choose the right thing to do, right?
Yeah, look. Look. See?
Yeah. So he has to choose the right thing to do. And if he chooses the wrong thing to do, then we see what happens. And then if he chooses the right thing to do, then we know that good things happened, right?
Yeah, and look how he dropped the orange sticks. It went like, Choo!
Yeah, because
and then Charlie started eating his pancakes one bite.
Yes, because he was not very nice.
He pushed the plate
and everything fell. And now he couldn't eat the pancakes.
And he what?
Yeah, so you see why it's important to make the right decisions? So this book is really good because it actually has several different endings to the story.
Yeah.
And what happens is, hold on one second. What happens is once you choose, you can actually decide, or the child can decide what Danny should do. And based on what Danny does, whether it's to make the right decision or the wrong decision, it tells you what page to go to next. And then you'll go along in the story, and then depending on what happens next, Danny has to make another decision. And so the child can pick what they think the decision that Danny should make. And so the whole point of this book is having the power to choose. And it teaches kids to not only know what's right from wrong, but kind of how to observe every situation. And it also gives them a chance to see what happens when you choose the wrong thing to do versus if you would have chose the right thing to do. So this is a really good book. It basically turns into 9 stories. There's 9 different ways that this book can kind of continue. And so these are the books that he enjoys the most, that we tend to read to him the most. And is there anything else you want to say? No?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, that's okay. Anyway, thank you for watching. And if there's any books that your little ones really enjoy, definitely put them in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. You can also comment below what you thought. If you'd like to see more videos like this, if you'd like to see him in more videos, let me know. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.